So before this video gets started, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or a gig worker and you want paid time off, if you want paid time off, sick leave, you want protection if you get into accidents, if you want income protection, if you want protection if you ever get deactivated, hospitalized, if you ever do get deactivated and you want your account back as well, there's a brand new company that just launched and they got $1.6 million in funding. They're doing same day cash transfers to drivers, to gig workers for, you know, paid time off, all that stuff. If you want that, the company is called Cover. And if you use my link down below, you get 30 days for free. It does start at $7 a month. But again, if you use my link, you get 30 days for free. No commitments, no annual contracts. You can cancel and pause at any time. The company is called Cover. At least check it out. At least click my link down below and accept that gift of 30 days for free. And now let's get on to the video. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So today's video is a very serious topic, one that I don't really like enjoying really making, but at the same time, I know that these topics are essential topics to discuss on this channel because, hey, there's a reality in being a rideshare driver, and the reality is that when you get somebody in your back seat right there, they could do anything to you at any moment. And if you're a passenger, your driver could also do anything to you at any moment. Just because somebody passes a background check doesn't mean that they're a safe person. It doesn't mean that they're not using, that driver that you get is using a fake account that they bought off Craigslist. It's very common. And I know what you're thinking. Dylan, what do you mean? Aren't you just as much at risk as if you're walking down the street, or you know, somebody comes and hits on you in a cafe or whatever? No. At a cafe or on the street, you know, you can just kind of walk away or run away, or go, if you're in a cafe, just say, oh, you're being creepy to me. No. In here, what are you supposed to do when you're driving 75 miles down the freeway and your passenger starts touching you, rubbing your leg, starts calling you names? What happens when this has happened to me before, when I'm driving two gentlemen maybe not gentlemen, I'm driving them at 3 a.m. and the guy starts massaging me, grabs my hand, not letting go, and handing me money, offering me money to hang out with him for the night. I'm stuck in a car with him. It's like, I literally almost had to ditch my car because these scary things happen. And that's, I had another time where there's a homeless man. I was giving a ride to a homeless man in my backseat. Nothing against homeless people. I think they're great. But this guy was definitely on drugs or something. He's in my backseat. I'm dropping him off at the homeless shelter. I'm assuming my town is very like Lyft friendly. I don't know, we have all these like Lyft stops. I don't know, they look like little bus signs. And our town, like literally, I think they give people vouchers. Low-income people vouchers. I think you can get free Lyft rides. It's like free public transportation, right? Lyft does that a lot with people. So I think he had a free ride or whatever, and I was giving him a ride, and we got to the homeless shelter, and it's his stop, and he's literally he's yelling at me about how I'm gonna die, about how we're all gonna die, and about how life doesn't matter. And it's like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. at night, pitch black outside. He's telling me about how the world is evil, there's no point to living, we might as well all die, right? Might as well die right now. And I'm literally thinking, like, what the heck is this guy gonna do to me? And he's not getting out of my car. And I'm like saying, okay, thank you for talking. Yes, it was great to hear your thoughts, which it wasn't at all. And I'm like, it's great to, you know, whatever, it was great to meet you, I have to go. I'm literally getting Lyft ride requests for new rides, and I have to cancel them because he's not getting out of my car. And I'm not trying to yell at this dude, get out of my car, because I'm trying to avoid confrontation, you know? And if it had to get to that point, I would have, but like, I was just, and there's nobody around. I mean, we're like literally at the homeless shelter, and they're like, it's not like people are hanging out outside. It's like a long walk. Like it's hard to explain, but like there's like the street, and then you have to like walk down to like get. It's like an outdoor camp. It's not even like. Anyways, I'm just trying to say this because like, yes, we talk about rideshare as like this great dandy way to make money, but at the same time, things happen a lot, very frequently, and I just want to paint this picture that this is a reality. And if you're maybe like, Dylan, what the heck? I thought rideshare was this awesome way to, isn't it safe? Drive during the day, please. Literally, save yourself. Don't drive at night. I don't know what it is, but driving Uber and Lyft at night is like just not a safe thing. Like you want to drive during the day. If you're at least during the day, you have people, pedestrians, bystanders who, you know, people, not somebody's gonna rob you at 12 p.m. noon, most likely. They're gonna do it at 3 a.m. in the middle of nowhere where no one's watching. Anyways, let's get into this article. So this is the article, it's on dailymail.co. By the way, if you could please leave the video with a big thumbs up. When you click that thumbs up button, YouTube pushes this video out to a wider audience, and I think more people need to see types of videos like this to get that warning. And it could potentially save people's lives if they know how to follow, you know, safety protocol as an Uber driver. So just click that thumbs up button. It could actually really save somebody from getting into a mess like this. So here we go. Uber driver, 30 years old, a pretty young Uber driver, is arrested for choking and don't even want to say these words because I don't want to get demonetized, and also just I don't really like saying those words, but choking, and you can read that. A 51-year-old passenger he chased down because she tried to get out of his car because he kept asking about her sex life during 4 a.m. ride to work. So again, 4 a.m. This is really, really early. I mean, I'm assuming she just had a, you know, her work started at 4:30 or 5. I worked at Starbucks. We have 4:30 a.m. shifts all the time. Or maybe 4. No, yeah, 4:30 a.m. I think we opened at 5. But yeah, it's pitch black outside. You know what I mean? It's dangerous. This is the guy right here, Luke Kenton. He's the writer of this, but the guy, let's see what his name is. It occurred at 4 a.m. pitch black when the victim, 51, hailed an Uber to take her to work. The driver, Jason Humberto Rodas, canceled the trip and told her it was free. That's a bad sign from the get-go. I'm sure when he said that to her, she was like, oh gosh, here we go again. Maybe she was happy. Maybe she was like, oh sweet, I get a free ride. Rodas then allegedly began asking the victim questions about her sex life. The victim became frightened and asked him just to take her to work. The suspect ignored the woman's pleas and refused to stop his car. The woman tried to flee, but he caught her and then sexually assaulted her. Court records show Rodas has a criminal history, including domestic violence. Uber, how do you approve this guy to drive on your platform? I'm sorry, but Uber, are you joking? He has a criminal history, including domestic violence. These people should... Uber just, I mean, this is the reality that, like, Uber's background check system obviously approved this guy. Thought he was a great driver for their platform. He was arrested after evidence from the scene identified him, and he is in jail. This guy's in jail now. This is in Santa Ana. This is actually pretty close to where I live, like 40 minutes away. Santa Ana is not a safe place, by the way. Like, there's a lot of dangerous areas in Santa Ana. Santana. Really sad. The driver later identifies the 30-year-old Jason Humberto, suddenly canceled the trip, blah, blah, blah. Rodas then, yeah. As Rodas continued to question her, she demanded him to stop and take her to work. So he began driving erratically until eventually coming to a stop in the 300. I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation? You're in the back seat and the driver is driving crazy. What are you supposed to just jump out of the car? Maybe that's a life or death situation. It was at that moment that the victim jumped out of the vehicle. Oh my gosh, so she did. She ended up actually jumping out of the car. And the driver caught her. So I'm assuming I mean, look at this. This is the opposite. I'm assuming she was sitting right here. I mean, he could easily grab, like, this is, when you're in a car, guys, you don't realize how close every proximity is. I could actually almost grab the door if I really wanted to. So I mean, like, I'm just saying, the safety-wise, you're in very, like, you could easily reach back yeah, okay. Rodas then reportedly placed the victim in a chokehold and strangled her. A security guard at a nearby business heard the woman's screams and ran over to help. Rodas took off but was arrested hours after the incident based on evidence found at the scene. Oh my gosh, you guys know what I mean about evidence. It's disgusting. Detectives said they used security tape, the license plate of the vehicle, and the driver's name on the Uber app. She's lucky, Brian and Reese, who lives in the area. Once it gets dark, you start seeing a bunch of people just come out, random people out of their hiding spots. If the suspect would have not done anything to her, then someone else could have probably done something to her. Police later served a search warrant at Rodas Garden Grove home to secure additional evidence. Rodas was booked on suspicion of several sexual assault charges, including kidnapping with intent. Bail set at $1 million. Wow. Wow. This is disgusting. This individual was brazen as in his act. I mean, he chased her, he choked her out to where she passed out. I'm sorry, I can't read anymore. This is just absolutely disgusting, guys. I mean, it's a shame that I have to call that man my coworker. He represents Uber drivers. I'm also an Uber driver. You might be an Uber driver watching this. This is the exception. I mean, obviously that guy is just a total creep criminal. Should not have been on the Uber driver platform in the first place. I don't know how he got passed through. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that was part of the investigation, but I just feel sick to my stomach right now. It's a shame because at the end of the day, when you're a passenger, you're still getting into a ride, into a car with a stranger. There's no difference. The only difference is that it's being tracked on the app. That was the only way they were able to find the guy and arrest him. And the same thing as if you're a driver. At the end of the day, you're still picking up strangers and they're still in your car. There's stories after stories after stories of horrible things happening in cars, in rideshare cars. So just get pepper spray, get a taser. I would say get both. Keep them in your pockets, you know, have them ready. I know some people have them on their keychains, little pepper spray things. Do what you have to do, you know. This is your livelihood. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you didn't enjoy this. I don't know why. I don't even know what to say. But anyways, guys, please, again, if you could please leave the video a big thumbs up. Turn the thumbs up button blue, just because more people, I think, should see this video. And when you hit the thumbs up button, it pushes to a wider audience. I think this could really save people, warn people. Again, invest in pepper spray, invest in a taser. Those tasers are powerful. You get the high voltage ones, whatever the legal ones are. I've actually been tased. It was like a joke in college, but like I've been tased and it put me straight to the ground. Like they could literally save someone's life. So anyways, thank you for watching today's video, and I will talk to you guys soon, and subscribe. Okay, bye guys.